Hello class and welcome to my speech. My name is Stephen von Kaas and today we'll be talking about the effects of global warming and pollution on the ocean and wildlife. I'm from Florida, Volusia County, that's in Central Florida. Grew up around the beach, on the river, always had an interest in this. That is why I picked this topic. But the thing is, what is pollution? Well, pollution is the contamination of a substance, like air, oxygen, water, H2O. But since today we're talking about oceans, we're going to be talking about water pollution. Now, how does something get polluted? Something can get polluted by bleach, by paint, if somebody accidentally dumped paint or a hazardous spill, got into a waterway and then somehow got into your river. And it doesn't just go into your river, it goes into your ocean. Your rivers are connected to the oceans. It's a big waterway. Another thing I want to talk about is global warming. Global warming is the burning of fossil fuels. So your factories, your factories that produce plastic, or your paper mills. That all emits carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which causes global warming. Now, back to pollution. Let's say Eric goes to Walmart. He fills up his cart with groceries. Well, your groceries consist of something called a plastic bag, and that is extremely hazardous. Why is that extremely hazardous? Because this is a 100% man-made product. This will take 200 years for this thing to be degraded to nothing. So, let's say this plastic bag goes into the ocean, or a pond, or a river, wherever. Or a wildlife like this guy, this mahi, or a dorado thrives, or even a sea turtle. Most of the time these things are consumed by sea turtles. Why? Because of the fact they look like jellyfish. So let's say this is just flowing in the current, let's say off the state of Florida. Okay, we have a big leatherback and green sea turtle population here. Let's say one consumes this. What happens? It's going to die. Why is it going to die? Because this thing cannot be digested. It's not meant to be digested. This is going to stay in the digestive tract until that animal is dead. So let's say that your sea turtle consumes this, or your fish consumes this, and it dies, it passes. What happens? The current most likely will probably take it. It's going to end up on shore somewhere, or it's going to be eaten by another species, something higher in the food chain. Maybe a carnivore, like a shark. Bull sharks are very popular off the coast of Florida. So let's say a bull shark consumes the sea turtle that is contaminated by a plastic bag. That shark will also die as a result to the plastic bag because it cannot be digested. Okay? Now, what happens when the shark dies? Let's say the shark sinks to the bottom and is being decomposed, and will probably most likely be eaten by scavengers such as crabs, catfish. Okay, now that bag is busted into 1,000 pieces. Okay, now that plastic bag is all over. Okay, but that's not the only thing that can be affected by human waste. Let's look at the effects of the oil spills offshore. Okay, 4 years ago we had a bad one off the coast of, in the Gulf of Mexico. What happened? A lot of wildlife and seashores were completely damaged by that. I don't know exactly on the total loss of species, but I know it was a large amount. And let's also talk about global warming. How does this affect us? A lot of people ignore it because it's such a slow process. It's not a slow process. Global warming, when you have global warming, it is a result of melting ice glaciers. Let's say the ice glaciers and up north in Alaska and the poles melt. Where does that water go? It goes into our ocean. So when you have a rise in sea level, what happens? You lose land where people live. Wetlands are now gone. Your mangroves fields, your oyster bars are now gone. And what happens when that happens? It removes so much wildlife. Let's look at the coral reefs in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef, which hosts thousands of wildlife. What happens? Okay, well, over there I'm going to say the water level is, let's just say 20 feet. Let's just say the water level over the Great Barrier Reef is 20 feet above the coral. In order for coral to thrive, it needs light. It's a plant. It's not a rock, it's a plant. Well, what happens when a plant does not have light? It dies. So when the coral dies, everything else leaves, like your fish. And that is the result of global warming and water pollution. Thank you.